All right, Coach, you want to just open it up with how's practice been so far? It's your second week. Talk about practice and how the guys are doing so far.
It's going well. I think we're training at a really high level. I think last Tuesday is probably the best practice I've seen in 2.5 years here, and it's probably the best practice I've been a part of in probably the last 10, to be quite honest with you. So they were scrapping hard, and they're progressing at a really high level and a high rate, so we're really excited the next couple of weeks.
Joe, what have you guys been doing kind of in practice? Has it been a little bit different this year, or is it just the guys have kind of taken a different attitude this year?
I think it's changed since the past 2 years I've been here. The guys are really coming together as a team now, and we all have made a decision that we want to be better, so we're just training hard, listening to Coach.
Coach, who's impressed you so far? It's still early, but who's kind of impressed you, stuck out a little bit?
Well, of course, Joe has done a really a great job throughout the spring and in the summer, and being a team captain, he's kind of starting to take a more of a leadership role for our young team, and coming out of high school, he had all the accolades and all the talent in the world, and it was just a matter of getting him to this point, and he's really starting to develop. And so we're excited about him and excited about his future. And then also Jake Gunning's doing an unbelievable job. And then, like I said, a bunch of our guys are just training at a really high level, so we're really excited.
Joe, what did it mean to you when the team voted you as one of the captains? What does that mean to you to be a team captain?
It's a great honor. I was a captain in high school, and I don't know, it's just a good feeling,
How has the adjustment been? You moved down to 184 midway through last season. How's that adjustment been for you? Is that where you feel comfortable?
It's a lot better than 197. I feel more loose, and I can use my athleticism more, and I don't feel so heavy on my feet. So I think it's going to be a great transition.
How do you feel the new guys have adjusted? Some of the freshmen and some of the transfer guys that have come in. How do you feel they've adjusted to this program and what Coach Stutzman is trying to build here?
Well, the guys that stayed, they're doing a pretty good job, and I'm trying to help them understand Coach's ways and stuff. But I think they're gonna do fine. Nate Rose, Timon Forte, all those guys.
Coach, you guys have the blue-white match on the 24th. Talk a little bit about it and what you're looking forward to.
Well, it's an exciting time. Originally we had a schedule for October 22nd, but because of class conflicts, and then, of course, we have a big football game that Saturday, we just felt it was best for us to move it to the 24th. That way we can get, some of our fans, more fans here, hopefully, and then we can tie it into a football weekend. So those things are fun, big-time college atmosphere. So, but what we're looking for, real simple, we're looking for guys to go out there and scrap hard, and just so we can get a good gauge on where we are going into our first competition. But it's going to be a lot of tight matches. There's some great competition. So it's a good feeling that we're building depth in the program.
Talk about Joe's transition. It seems like he kind of filled a gap at that 184, and now you got a solid lineup. Finally, you're starting to get that lineup solid. Talk about his transition to the 184.
Well, it's been a process. That's a year ago or 2 years ago to this day, Joe was probably on my couch coming back from knee surgery. My daughters were throwing popcorn at him probably, and throwing the ball at his head, and that's the truth. And then since then, he's kind of, there's been some growing pains, but he's really started to listen, And last year I approached him probably in December about 184. And, he was a little stubborn at first and then decided, hey, I know I can win a title, win multiple, be an All-American at 84, win a title. So he really started buying into that philosophy and really just started buying into the process and the program. And he's been doing that, and because of that, he's been having more success, to be quite honest with you.
Joe, the culture around here has changed drastically. Talk about what you've seen and how the culture has changed in only your 2 years here.
Well, when I first got here, it was kind of, honestly, God, I didn't like it really because, the team was all over the place. But now Coach doing a really good job bringing the team together and bringing the right guys in. And it's just a better atmosphere. I feel, way better coming to practice and, waking up. I actually want to come and do better with my teammates and stuff, so it's a lot better.
Coach, talk a little bit about some of the redshirt guys that are kind of developing. Is that kind of your part of the plan, redshirting them so they can develop and then insert them right away into the lineup?
Yeah, you have to redshirt guys at some point in time in their career, probably, most likely, because wrestling is such a grind, you have to develop them mentally and physically. Well, Joe had a chance to redshirt, but now we have all these other guys coming, redshirting. Brian Lantry comes to mind. Then you have Kyle Akins, another guy. Brandon Lappy's doing an unbelievably great job right now, really stepping up. Timmy Schaefer transferred in from Clarion, and he had a good redshirt year last year a little bit. So we now have a bunch of guys with experience. Even though they're still young, they gain valuable experience. So I think you have to redshirt them eventually, and we've done that. And Jake Gunning and just all these guys they're not freshmen. They're not 8 months out of high school So it's a good experience. It's a good problem to have.
Team this year seems like there's some more depth. There's more competition going on. How big is that for you guys moving forward?
It's huge. I get to see where we're at right away. I really believe that we have 3 good guys at 125. I think we got 3-4 good guys at 33 and 141. We got 3 really good guys, and so you got those first 3 weights. They can catapult our season. They can get us going. In any dual meet, I feel, and then we finish strong with a redshirt sophomore and and Joe, and then you got Brett Perry pushing him real hard, and then on top of that you got Nate Rose, who's a true freshman, but we think he's ready to go. But you got James Benjamin and Mike Silvas, who've done a really good job. And then we got 2-3 heavyweights. So the first 3, the last 3, and then we think we're going to be pretty good in the middle too. So it's fun. It's fun to watch.
Good.